when I first arrived, number one, I was blown away at how pretty the property is, how it's got some gentle elevations, and the trees are magnificent. The Central Florida, everybody always imagines just palm trees and flat land, but the phenomenal size of the trees. These are not small trees, and there's a wealth of them. And so here we are, transplanting the first big trees on site on this new piece of land that they're developing. We have four large trees to transplant on this project. One in particular goes on a peninsula on a big lake, and there's really only one way in, and that has to be the way in. And in the branching structure of the tree that's planned for that site particularly is the orientation of the tree, where they want the branches to reach out over the water, or a shade line that'll create, or maybe a view as you're driving along a boulevard that you can kind of focus on. What's nice is that they have the infrastructure already built in, the irrigation systems, the regular scheduled maintenance that'll come by and spray the tree once or twice a year, or fertilize it once or twice a year. Those kind of things that are done will enhance the tree, and the tree will actually perform better than it would have in its natural setting. The tree transplanting kind of had its roots in Houston, Texas, because a man named Al Krennick invented the first tree spades. It scooped trees out of the ground. I'm sure you've probably seen them. And then everybody was always asking, can I get a bigger one, a bigger one, a bigger one? And when that happened, we came up with the process of lifting them. Keep in mind, we have put steel bottoms beneath these trees, so we have a method to lift them. It's like putting cardboard under a cake. And so that's why we drive these pipes beneath it, so that we have a structural bottom. So we have something to lift from, to raise the tree up, to get underneath it and actually transport it. We came up with the idea of using these pneumatic tubes. It's like giant hot dogs. And what's nice about this is that it's a very safe system. Then we can actually air up the tree and just transport it by moving the tubes, like we theorized the Egyptians did building the pyramids, by just rolling the tree along, and as one tube exits the back, bring it around, put it in the front, and keep going. And we can steer the tree by putting the tubes in at different angles, so we can turn corners and, move around and orient the tree correctly. This tree is 50 foot wide in girth, in overall spread. And in height, it's probably 50 as well. Live oaks are kind of known for that. In fact, live oaks can be twice as wide as they are tall. That's what kind of gives live oaks that stateliness, is that they're wide and spreading, and wood is so dense that the branches can go out and then actually grow down to the ground, and they don't split or tear up because the wood is so dense and hard. And the best way to preserve it is to actually transplant it and save it and manage it. We've moved a giant tree in downtown Austin where they had to shut down the entire downtown. We had to get specialized trailers that could do circles and donuts in the middle of the road. We've put trees on barges, floated them up the St. Johns River for 68 miles into Jacksonville. We did the tree at the 18th Green and Pebble Beach. But I'll tell you what, the Villages, it is phenomenally well done. The infrastructure here and the amount of time and planning and beautiful sites and beautiful trees they want to preserve as much as possible, but they need to fit within the plan of the infrastructure. It's just so much more than I ever thought.